Lapis Hop is a decent fighter. It's just he's also a cook. Irelia usually dies in battle, so I only have to like fix her up, and I don't have any healing mech serums or resurrected mech serums, so I don't want to send her. Grenard's good, Al's good. I don't want to send you guys. Ellie, Ray doesn't normally get attacked by mechs. If she doesn't shoot them first, they usually ignore her. So I will take her just out of pure curiosity to see if I can use her. Because if she doesn't shoot first, she can rescue. Mal will have a mental breakdown on the way out. Tadashi would probably be alright. Abba could go, because you could do some shock. Let's see who else we got. Takuma, Marflo. I don't think you're a good shot, mate. I've got somebody else that can do that better. I just don't know if they're up this end of the colony. Emmy can go. Chase. I've got a lot of people in here. I'm not sending Delicious. Delicious dies every chance he gets. Senma. She is a really good shot. She doesn't have the greatest gun. If I could get a weapon on Chalky, he could go. I'll see about that in a moment. Dark Eye's got like nothing else to do. He can fucking go. Speaking of, I have 3 people that do nothing in my base. One of them's Dark Eye. One of them is, I think, Lorna. I'm gonna have to go check. I'll have to go have a quick look at which colonists are the ones that do nothing. I know Cat does nothing. They can go. They do like plants, I think. Hold on. Are you the one, or is it Kit? No, you do that, so it must be Kit. Hold on, where's Kit? Kit. Let's have a quick look at you. You do animals, medical. Well, one of yous fucking doesn't do something. Anywho, I'll figure it out. I'll figure out which one does that in a minute. So I've got a couple of different people in here as well because they can haul shit. This will also give me a chance, if I can, to get the animals, the ever-loving fuck off my map. And that will give me some crops. Now, I can send a fuck ton of the yaks. I've been waiting for something to take me out of the main area so I can take some of the fucking animals out so I can get additional crops. Because while they're gone, I can get additional crops and they can eat while they're out and about. So that would be good. I don't have a lot of food. So whatever food I have got, I do want them to be able to take. So somehow it's only counting I have 2 survival meals. I thought I had like 200. Somebody's probably holding it. I don't think 100 of these things will last as much. Give you a bunch of the pemmican. It's not that far, but I don't have a lot of spare food. What else have you got? You've got basically, you're not taking all of the fucking stack. I do want them to go out and do the quest because I'll be able to harvest whatever I've got left in the colony. So not too worried about it. You guys take that down to that. That's 6 days worth of food. Let's add in another 20 of that. That could potentially rot. Not 200. Shit, fuck, hold on. 7 days worth of food. It could rot in 2. You're not taking kibble. Nobody's getting kibble. I could give you more milk and eggs and crap. I don't really want to. As for medicine, you are going to pick up somebody that's downed. You are up against mechs, so 20 seems like that's fine. I have got 700. So that's fine. In the event that you come across people, I don't think I have silver right now. I do have a metric fuck ton of clothing. And I have a shit ton of wood, which we could do with some more wood while we're out. We'll see about that. And I could take a giant bolt of fur with me if it's not too heavy. Because then if I encounter like a trader, I could buy food. So I'll just take the giant chunk of blue fur with me. Because it's not that much, it's like a couple hundred weight, right? So we'll take that in case I come across somebody that sells food, because I will buy food then, obviously. I also see I have a psychic soothe pulsar. So we're in a heat wave, so everybody's going to be pissy about that. Plus, I'm sending them out, and they're probably going to have a mental break about that. I was trying my best to save a psychic soothe popper, but I think this would be an adequate time to pop that because Here's the reasoning, right? If I can get a couple hundred animals off this map, right, specifically on this bottom half, which is some of the yaks, if I can get them the fuck out of here, whatever they're eating on the daily in here, I can harvest instead. So that's why I want them the fuck out of here. Also, the corn looks like it's sweet to go. So, Tillman, mate. Also, why are there chickens down here? Anyway, that's fine. Oh, thrumbos. Cool, we got shit to hunt. I will deal with them in a minute because they ain't going anywhere. So let's go get ourselves some corn, because corn is a high density fucking food or something like that. What was... Oh, that was the soup popper. I was gonna say, I'm like, shit, did they blow something up again? So the other thing too is that, like, in certain areas of, like, moving this colony through, like in the early game, I didn't used to have, like, walls around geothermal generators and stuff like that. It wasn't critical for me. Now, after my last location, when we were at Dryden, right, they kicked the fucking geothermal generator that was connected to a fucking grow room right before winter when they were going through a starvation event there. So I've learnt not to let them do that. In this location, they're all boxed in, which of course does mean I do have to keep an eye on if they break down, because then I have to pop open the wall and let somebody in to fix it and stuff. But yeah, of course here we also have a starvation event in itself, but we are sort of recovering. My biggest thing I've said so far about this is if I have a battle here, we're going to lose a day's worth of harvest, right? A day's worth of cooking, and like we'll also probably miss like a half a day afterwards of them recovering in hospital and stuff. So I don't see that as good. That could be like detrimental kind of thing. Ginseng's wandering off, that's fine. Where are these thrumbos? Oh, they're right in here. I probably should have shot them while they're outside, but we'll go hunt the rats first, because there's 1, 2, 3, 6 fucking thrumbos. Holy crackers. That's going to be some good furs, meats, and horns, honestly, because I've got enough people to take that down. Even if my pack of gunners leave, they're not the best gunners I have. Speaking of, Colonist Idol Johnson, get in the caravan, mate, and whoever the other person is must be eating, because I don't see them. Also, Skizzer's still alive. For anybody that doesn't know, Skizzer is like one of my colonists who's been on the death list for like fucking donkey's years. And yeah, he's still fucking alive. So is McJolly. Also, I have the what do you call it, name and game DLC thing, so you can also have me walk into your colony as well. I do exist. I've found myself. I've captured myself. So yeah, I very much can just rock up in your game. Heat stroke most of the colony. That's fine. They can get to like warm, coolish areas. I'm gonna say they can get to warmish areas, but the warmish areas are by default outside. Oh god, hold on. I think we need to pop a roof here. Super fast. Remove the roofs in here. I know that if it gets rained on, all this will go basically kaboom and shit, but I need them to pop this grasshopper, mate. Instead of doing that, can you remove the roof, like, right now? Like, I don't care what parts, just start popping open the roof. I'm guessing what I did earlier is I may not have been paying 100% attention, as per usual, when I'm, like, holding multiple conversations and streaming and all sorts of stuff, but I might have told them to ignore removal roof instead of remove roof. And yeah, that's what's basically like come of it. And we're hunting rats, so that's fine. Also, there's food outside. As can I get you? Bombay's grabbing that. Bombay's grabbing both of those. It's fine. All right, animal starvation. A couple of my cats are hungry again. They're malnutrition minor. I might cull them because they're not finding food. That one is pregnant, middle stage. It's malnutrition trivial. It will miscarriage if it doesn't walk up into the kitchen and eat. I'll give that one a fair chance. We'll give it a little bit longer. But I have like on average about 2 cats not able to find food, even though Let me show you their zone. Cats. The cats can get into the food area, right? They can go all the way up and down into these bedroom areas so they can sleep wherever, right? But I have confined them to this middle section because when they didn't, they just weren't getting to food. I could confine them probably just a tiny bit more, like compacted on like maybe the sides. They would probably have enough beds and shit, but yeah. A lot of the time they don't find their way in, and there's meat. There is meat. There's pemmican, there's meat, there's eggs, there's milk, there's food. The cats just don't find their way in. So, yeah. Speaking of love, can I get you to, instead of removing the roof, can I get you up in here to just clean? I know Snail's like mostly doing this room. Snail mate. Scanning. Instead of doing that, apparently he'll never do cleaning, even though he was just actively cleaning. So what lies this guy spins, I don't know. But let's get this storeroom a little bit cleaned up, because this is how you get food poisoning. And honestly, if you haven't had food poisoning in my colony, are you really my colonist? Because that's just part and parcel with living here. It's just like copious amounts of food poisoning. I also think the person I told to clean in here is fucked off. So instead of doing that, I know you're a cook. I have like 30 other cooks. They'll be fine. Hummingbird love, when you're done doing what you're doing, you come back in and clean these 2 little rooms. There we go. Okay, that's going to fix that up just a tiny bit. And I don't actually know where they're going to go and hitch the animals yet, because I think they're going to bring them up in here. Because I don't think I have... Oh, hold on. Proved me wrong. I have a hitching spot down here, and Johnson's promptly fallen asleep. Good on ya. Let's see. Tattered apparel, minor break risks. There is 2 people, I think, on that list that are in the caravan, so that's a thing. And how's the caravan going for packing? Because I have actually got like 12 people. 12 people versus 8. We want more gunners than that. Go frenzy. True. Let me go and find my hunters. My premium hunters, preferably. Let's see. Corpsey is not going out. Gubia could. You can go into it. Lorena... Salinus, I think I said no to her before. She could go into it. I do need to leave a couple of people here. Shadow's not going out. Dodsworth can stay. Ocelot never has anything to do. She's already in the caravan. That's fine. Seahorse, Camel, Seal, and it's Delicious. Delicious can stay here. He dies often. Coyote, Chalky. Has Chalky got a gun? No. Okay, Chalky mate. I am gonna get you a gun. I bet I'm going to be up against those fucking, like, piercing things, you know? The ones that, like, shoot you dead from, like, 50 miles. Like, none of these people going out got armor. They have helmets. So, that's a thing. I have one normal sniper rifle you can have, mate. Kangaroo would be good to go out. She is married to Grim, but she can do plant stuff. So she can go. I know I also need plant stuff people here. Blue will be busy here. Mal has mental breaks all the time. He's not going to go. I need a couple of people that are about a mediocre on a gun. So I need people that are like somewhere about roughly a 3. Well, hold on. Whale, do you have a thing? No, you don't. Emmy should already not be there. Hold on. I'm trying to find the ones they've got the things. I know Jackal had one, but I had 2 Jackals and 1 died. So I don't know which one had the thing. Tranka Fred. Fred might have it. You don't have it. Not Chet. Raquel, no. I do need a doctor. I do want McPherson to go. She's also a great gunner. She's a good enough gunner. Fuentes, I'm not going to send Nitro. I wouldn't mind actually having a couple of medics in this crew, which I could send Bombay if I can find him in the list. Sue, usually, do you have a thing? I'm looking for somebody that's got the fucking EMP thing. I can't find him on my list because I've like sorted my list silly, but I was hoping that they might be a bit more obvious than that. So one person idle. Wolverine, you shouldn't be idle. What do you do? You can go in the caravan. Just don't die, mate. I just installed eyes in you. He could be a good shot, though, if he finishes being woozy. He wasn't previously idle, but this is fine. Let's shove you guys back into, like, name order and crap. Let's do a quick round robin. I'm looking for people that have got the EMP blaster. Because I'm gonna... Whoop, there we go. I need you in the thing. Don't need them here right now. Where are you, mate? I'm so sorry if this makes people sick when I scooch around like this, but it's the fastest way for me to find. You're already in here. Emmy's in there. That's 2. For me to find people that can do this. So the other thing too is I'll be sending out extra people in this, which means I'm going to have people that don't have like food allocated for them, which does mean I'm much more likely to provoke a caravan to spawn to trade with, which would be really useful because I am taking money for food. So like even if we could get some additional meals or something, that would be great. I don't want to take them out of the colony if I can, but I did say if I could do a trade with like an ally or something, like if I could take shit out of here and do an organic like trade with another colony, I could just take the animals out of here. All right, I've done like a half circle around the colony. I think I've got 3 people that have got EMP blasters. We've got 18 people in it, which is overkill for fighting the mechs, I hope. I've got a doctor. Hold on. Who have I got? I've got Gubia. I've got Ray. I think Ray can do medical. Hold on. What do you do? You can't. Wolverine can't. Caravan. Hold on. Let me grab my people again. I don't think Gubia does medical. He might. I'm thinking of green though, probably. Hey, Duran. How the fuck you been? This is a holy shit. How you been? It's like that, isn't it? Yeah, I've been alright. I've been existing. My colony's been existing, barely. Yeah, the fuck else have you been up to? Radma is she going in the thing? I think I've knocked her in there. Hold on. She isn't. I'm gonna throw her in there. Because that will give me at least 2 medics in the thing. Yeah, I've been alright. I've, I don't know, been organizing some events. I've been taking off, like, extra time, most weeks to, like, rig my avatar and, yeah, all that sort of stuff. And, yeah, I was talking about I've got, like, a RimWorld event coming up in April as well, where I've got, like, another week to try to build a, what do you call it, a ship. Like, obviously, like a Rim Connect colony and stuff run, but I'll be trying to build a ship again and get that off-world and stuff. But apart from that, existing. I don't know. Existing, try not to stress, all the usual sort of stuff. There are rhinos nearby, though. I think they're near turrets. We could go kill them. What have you been up to? What else? There's a work, household crap, you know, I think. Bit of a seasonal depression, so I'm a bit blob, but thankfully getting warmer out and it's been feeling better. Nice. Obviously not nice about like seasonal depression, that shit sucks. But if it's getting warmer and stuff, I'd probably recommend just like as much as you can, just whenever you can, just go stand outside and get a little bit of sunlight and stuff, and it should help sort of brighten up the mood and stuff a bit sooner. I mean, it's not foolproof shit, but you know, can't hurt, you know. I think Marina's going to rest, and I think I'll let her sleep, and then she can come and keep picking the corn. So, yeah. You're horrible at trying not to stress, though. What do you mean I'm horrible at trying not to stress? I have reasonable enough things to stress about in life, okay? I'm not really allowed to fully stress like the maximum capacity of a normal person, because if I do, I get really sick because of my Crohn's. So like I've had it a couple of times in like the last week or 2 where like I've hit like kind of like a stress wall sort of thing and just been like really sick, because like, yeah, it's like the hardest part of like the bills period, you know? Like I did the billathon earlier this year and stuff, and that has helped massively, but there has been things that have changed since then. Like, you guys know, like, fuel prices and shit went up, and like oh god, that's gonna blow that one up. And like, yeah, just you know, sorting out food and stuff like that, like, you know, generic normal struggles, you know, of everyday existence, that kind of stuff, you know. I don't know if this is going for a person or if this is just going for a run. I don't know. I think they're all down. I think, you, Kui, mate. I don't even know if you started that. He's got heat stroke. Okay, well, I should probably put a cooler. Do I have a cooler in here? No, I don't. Hold on. Let me just shove a couple of coolers. We're in a heat wave now. We've had cold snaps and we've had, what do we had? We had, fucking hell, English, my thought brain. We had 2 winter snows, and then we've got a heat snap thing at the moment, and I don't have coolers in these rooms. Realistically, I should have passive coolers, I think, in like everywhere in general, but I don't think I do. But that will help for a moment. That will help with the hospitals. I don't think I have one in there yet either, but we'll get to it. We'll see. So it's getting past warm into hot here. Oh yeah, well, it's starting to get past being like cool into cold here. So I got like the flip side of it, and I don't like it because like I was looking at like my clothing and stuff, and like basically since summer I've been essentially just like wearing multiple layers anyway, and I'm like, shit's gonna suck when we get into like the thicker winter. I'm gonna be so fucking cold. Like, we do have like a decent little heater since our last one, like last year, broke. We replaced it with something like half decent. The only problem is it like racks up our like electricity bill, so I'm still gonna have to like rug up at the same time as it's running and stuff, which I hate fucking dealing with layers and stuff. I'm not accustomed to dealing with layers in Australia. We just have like our houses are poorly insulated. So it gets really cold inside. It gets often colder inside in winter and hotter inside in summer than, you know, outside. So yeah, there's nothing much I could do about that, but I am sort of like starting to think through the process. I was trying to like get an idea of what kind of like maybe like if there's a flannel jacket or something I can fucking get to like sleep in. And a boomalope's just... I'm guessing somebody culled a boomalope. Are you okay, Silverware? She's got a burn on her jaw. Can you maybe try to extinguish yourself, maybe? Clear your fucking prioritized work. I don't give a shit. Who's in the area? Hold on. Corpsey, mate, can you put her out? Because she's not figuring it out. And she's an original and I don't have anything for her. She's gonna run away. Can you fucking stop and walk down here, maybe? Franklin, I literally don't care. Just one of you two put her out. She's an original. I don't have medical stuff for her. I've got like basic medicine. Oh my god, it's the stupidity parade. Come back past them. Somebody fucking extinguish her. Okay, you good? No, you are not. Go fucking lay in hospital, love. Go get your cheeks down in here. And somebody will tend to you in a moment. I'm guessing somebody culled one of the fucking baby animals and it maybe exploded something else over here. So that's a thing. The stress is part of the package that made you... Yeah, it did. Unfortunately, like, there was a lot of stress involved in, like, the growing of acrylic. I've said this before. I'm like, I've had, like, I don't know, a pretty intense, like, decade to 15 years of, like, shit that... like, most people won't experience, like, even one of those things in, like, their lifetime kind of thing. So, yeah, it'd be really nice if that shit could, like, back off a little, you know, and I could have, like, a bit of a reprieve. It would be nice if everybody could have a bit of a fucking reprieve, too. That'd be really great, but that's not what life's looking like at the moment, is it? It's like, what's the Powerpuff Girls? Was that little cute? Was that little cheeky? Was stress entirely in the pot? Oh, my God. Yeah, No, it's not like, not 100% to that. That's funny though, by the way. Like I don't have like 100% stress and stuff. I do manage it reasonably well because like otherwise I probably wouldn't be streaming. I'd be like, you know, just like constantly in the bathroom or downed, like mostly knocked unconscious kind of thing from it. Because that's what it does with my Crohn's. My Crohn's has been really good. For anybody that's missed it, for like since I think it was like last September or about that, or it might have been like the September before, I'm not quite sure. I've been able to eat meat again, which has been wild because there was like a whole decade where I couldn't eat meat. And yeah, as a result of that, I've like been getting progressively better up to about Christmas. I was doing really good with my Crohn's. It kind of like calmed the fuck down. It almost went into like remission sort of state where it's just not active. So that was really weird. I could eat all kinds of stuff again, and yeah, it was kind of nice. And then obviously like there's this time of the year that's like February to April that's always classically shit for me. I have a lot of bills in it. This is why I do the billathon in February. It helps greatly to like alleviate the pressure and stress and stuff. And also gives me something else to stress about and like worry about, like with like the event itself kind of thing. It's a good distraction kind of thing. It's positive in multiple ways. So yeah, I like, I don't know. I think for the most part, I think I'm doing all right. It's just that like, I don't know. It's very, very similar to whatever I titled this tonight as like, just like scraping by. Like it's more literal, you know, than just like my colony scraping by, you know. Also, we've had such a early winter in my part of the US. Spring is just coming so late, particularly around this time. Oh yeah, I don't know. It's only just starting to get cold. It's been like that weird, like windy sort of weather. We had like a month of rain, like at the end of February to halfway through March, and then we had like wind. And then now it's just getting like cold. It's starting to like cool down. It gets the coldest like obviously overnight, which is when I'm awake. So like it'll get cold about 3 or 4 a.m. And then I'll be like, you know, not at this stage, not shivering, but getting to a point where I'm considering putting on like the heater kind of thing. Which, you know, the cats are very invested in that. They do enjoy when that heater is on. Also, silverware is still being tended to. Okay, that's fine. She doesn't look like she got anything seriously permanent, so she should be okay. I was just gonna check on that, but she's mostly fine. This is our return. You have returned. How did the vacuuming go? Did you get it all done? I honestly... I look at my house and I'm like, I need to vacuum. I just haven't done it. Like, I have other stuff like come up instead. Like, I'll get to like a weekend or something like that, and like I tend to do like chores and shit like randomly, just like more often than not on Wednesdays, honestly. But I'll get up to a weekend. I'll plan to do like a few things, and then like I'll wake up and my cat's like puked on the couch, so I'll have to go and like, you know, properly wash the whole couch. And then once I've done that, I have no fucking energy to go and like, you know, sweep or mop or vacuum or some shit like that. And I'm like, thanks, you know. I'm like, he's got what do you call it? He's got like partial kidney failure, and he's like 16 years old. So he's doing the best he can. It's just some days he can't process food properly. So yeah, can't really help him, and well, can't really fix that problem. He's got like the best care he's got at the moment, but still, just one of the things of owning like elder animals and stuff, you know. The Happily House, what are you howling about, Viking? You're excited to see Blessed? Is that what's up? Quite possible that that's what's up. Give you some pats. Is it what's rain? I know you don't know. Do you get like snow? Does that have interest, Bless? Because like I know you're like what, Arizona, right? So that's like just constant hot, right? But it should also have like the flip side of like being stupidly cold, right? Like I'm not 100% with like my American weathers and stuff, but like normally whenever you get like a arid kind of like desert or something like that, don't you normally get like a bit of a kind of like a, I don't know if you get snow per se, but like like the kind of equivalent temperature of snow without snow, if that makes sense. I don't fucking know. I got all the dust stuff away, and I'll place my small vacuum, the mob bot, down to mop the floor. Oh yeah,